I was a freshman in high school, I made the goal to make it to the Special Olympics USA Games in summer 2014. But I'm not there. I'm at home, learning how to walk again, learning how to hold my head up for the first time in my life. I didn't know I had a neck until I had the surgery. It's always like this. But I would walk around my neighborhood and I'd listen to like music, books on tape, dribble the basketball. But I'd listen to like this motivational speech called Push Yourself Beyond Limits. It was all about coming back and facing adversity, it makes you better. I just like get pumped up. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. This is where I'm gonna start my comeback. I'm gonna work towards another 4 years of trying to make it to the 2018 Special Olympic USA Games. And all starts right here, walking. And eventually I got to kind of play sports. I would go to the tennis courts and literally just drop the ball, hit the ball, and that was it. Or just stand there without jumping and shoot baskets. But that's like what you have to do when you start a comeback. When you face adversity, you gotta start with small steps. Even if it seems like it's not even gonna help, but it does. Because the smallest things can make the biggest difference in sports and in life. So the next 4 years, I'm working on my goal of, again, trying to reach the USA Games. And along the way, I get invited to this tournament called the Experience. And it's the top 32 Special Olympics players in the United States for tennis. And the year before I got the letter to be accepted to play in the Special Olympic USA Games, I played in this tournament. I got killed. Just got destroyed. But it taught me that, going for your dreams in life, it's a process. My first 3 years of that tournament, I went 2-10. The first year I got destroyed. The next 2 years, I won 2 matches combined, total. But I lost all my matches in third set tiebreakers, by 2 or 3 points. But what made me want to work harder were the losses. I knew I could beat them. I just had to work harder. Not just on my physical game, but on my mental game as well. Because my dad can vouch for this. I would get extremely mad about making errors. He even tried to pull me off the court one time because I was so mad at myself. It's like, all right, fine. I actually ended up coming back, but I lost. So what that experience tournament has taught me is that, you can be so close in games and in life, and then have a huge setback, like having a back surgery, or a minor one, like losing by 2 or 3 points in a tennis match. But when you go back to practice, how bad do you want it? How bad are you going to still work at it, no matter how long it takes? Or do you have a time limit set on your goals and your dreams in life? These past 2 years, I did better. I made it all the way to the finals, and I lost. But I had a winning record. I went 3-2 both years. I actually won some tiebreakers. So every year I got better. And I got to compete with the best of the best. And this past year when I played, I was like, I thought about it. And I was like, this is what I wanted. I wanted to compete with some of the best players in Special Olympics. But not only that, I wanted the opportunity again to play on the basketball court with my twin brother Wes and my best friend Kenny. And Special Olympics gave that to us. In high school, they were our coaches. And then senior year, we started a unified team, but I couldn't play because of back surgery. But the next year, freshman year of college, a year from my surgery, I wasn't totally recovered, but I was back on the basketball court playing again in my Special Olympic Games. My favorite memory is probably playing with Wes and Kenny. We're in the state tournament, and we're down by 7 with 1:30 left. And my friends told me, yeah, we all thought it was over. So we make 2 defensive stops and score on our first possession, on those 2 possessions. And now we're down by 3. And this whole game, I'm probably 0 for 10 from the 3-point line, because my brother nicely told me that during the tournament, during a timeout, stop shooting threes, get made it. And And the three-pointer before that, I was wide open. It went in and out. But we're down by 3, and I know I'm the only athlete on the team that can at least get it up there, like to the rim. Kenny has the ball, and he passes it to one of the athletes. He shoots the layup and misses. Wes outjumps everyone, grabs the rebound, throws it to me. I catch it, I shoot it. I can't even see the basket because there's some guy that's way taller than me in my face. And I drained it. I also had a chance to make the free throw to win the game, and I did not make the free throw. I don't like, sometimes I think about leaving that part out, but I was like, I should probably tell him the whole story. But anyway, we won in double overtime. Teammates picked me up and we won. And then another cool moment for me with Wes and Kenny were, and I don't think they even know how big a deal this was to me, but the first time I got to throw a touchdown pass to them in a game. Because I always wanted to play high school sports with them. And high school football I thought would be like the coolest. Because you play underneath the lights and throwing touchdown passes like Wes and Kenny would have been so cool. But I got to do that in Special Olympics. And it was just like this amazing feeling, being able to do that, just one time. So Special Olympics has given me a lot. I might not have made it through the back surgery if it wasn't for sports, especially Special Olympics sports. Because I still had goals and dreams that I wanted to accomplish. I was only like 19 years old. And I told myself when I would walk around my block while I was recovering, you're not done yet. You can come back and be even better than you were before. People are going to be surprised how good you are 5, 10 years from now. You just got to start now when it seems like all hope is lost. And that's what you got to do. In your job, your personal life, you're going to have days where you felt like you hit rock bottom. But you got to start doing the small things to climb back up, to face your dreams, and to show people that you're better than what they say you are, no matter what your ability. I learned a lot from that, from just watching my brother play basketball, my friends in college, and my best friend Kenny, who was smaller than everybody else, and nobody thought he would play on our high school team, and he became our 6th man our senior year. So being manager for basketball teams just also helped me realize, like, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. And especially Nebraska. I think the one Nebraska moment that really helped me through my back surgery was 2014, the year we made the tournament. But it wasn't when we got selected. We beat like Wisconsin at like the last game of the season. And that gave us a good chance to make the tournament. And I was having like a terrible day. My back hurt. I think my dog hit me. And so like when he hit me, it really hurt. And so I was just having a crummy day. And then when that happened, I was like, well, they can beat Wisconsin, which nobody thought would be this good this year. We showed them all. I can get through this back surgery. So, sports, they're not, people that don't like sports, like, oh, it's just a game. And yeah, if you think about everything people go through in life, sports is not the most important thing. But it can really help someone. Just watching a game on TV, or meeting a player, or being at a game, to show them, like, hey, if they can overcome this deficit of being down by 10 or 15, then I can overcome something even more bigger I'm going through in my life. I learned a lot of that from just watching Nebraska players, pro athletes, guys I grew up with that played sports. If you really want anything in life, you gotta work hard. You gotta put in the hours when you don't want to. You gotta mentally be stronger than your opponent, and you gotta be okay with facing adversity. Be excited when you face adversity, and be like, all right, this is hard, this is difficult, but I'm gonna come out a better person because of it. And that's what it takes if you want to be good at sports or anything in life. Thank you.
All right, so we'll take some questions for Wyatt. If you have any questions or anything like that, just raise your hand and he'll take some questions.